This is the weirdest thing. This bottle of water's been in the freezer for days now, and when she takes it out, I swear to y'all, it is still liquid water. But watch this.
Did you see it?
No, it didn't do it. It froze too fast.
Yeah, no, it was quick.
But anyway, as soon as it hits the air, it immediately freezes. Kind of a cool old building. Aye. And the size of these old timbers, it's been here for over 100 years. Snowpack on them year after year. This is just outside of Animas Forks. Well, I guess it's probably part of it.
Is this a mine building or mill?
Yeah, it's old. Something with processing the ore, I guess they pull out of the ground. Yeah, I'm not sure what the exact purpose of this building was. Piles of mine tailings over here, so I'm not sure. We're gonna press on and get over California Gulch or Pass, go down to California Gulch. Huh? Flowers this year. California Pass. You can go to the top up there?
Yes. Oh my God!
I was wondering when you were going to see that.
Oh, we need to go there.
Oh, we're going. Okay, so Poughkeepsie Gulch goes down in there.
Oh. Well, there's still a road.
Yeah, the other one goes up over Hurricane Pass. Huh. Hey.
You got reception. Ah. We're on top, baby. Look how deep that is.
Oh, yeah. It's too windy to fly the drone down in here or not. I know, I'm gonna try it. Oh, like a basin or a gulch or whatever, I guess. Don't ask me what the difference between a basin and a gulch are.
Maybe I gotta ask you questions. I don't know this thing. Going?
You ready to turn around?
I don't care.
I don't care either, because we got a long hike up Handies tomorrow. Okay. All right, we're about to go try to summit Mount Handies, wherever it is, somewhere up there.
You see him?
I don't know if you can in the video or not.
Wait, where are we going at?
We're headed way up there. I don't even know how much longer we got.
Oh, there's a lake.
Get in there, baby.
We're almost there.
We still gotta go way over there.
Yeah.
Baby, how does it feel to do your first 14er? Is that worth it?
Oh yeah.
Where's the sign? I want a sign. Well, just stick your pole and then just kind of ease yourself down it. How are y'all doing now without sticks?
I'm reduced to half steps.
Well, I was doing it with sticks.
Yeah, seems like.
No, not me. I had to use them. I'm fat. Hello, folks. Still here in Eureka, Colorado, just outside Silverton. Eureka Campground. We had a pretty good day today. Got up early this morning. Today is, just to give y'all a date, it's July 31st. Got up this morning, Christine and I, and got up crack of dawn about 6 in the morning, which was pretty good for us. Man, I'll tell you what, you can get some good sleep in this place. It's so quiet. They make all these other RVs out here shut their generators down overnight. Well, thank God. I don't know how this video is going to turn out. I can't get the stupid GoPro 4 to connect with my iPhone, whatever the case is. It's a piece of crap, I'm telling you. GoPro 8, it hooks up every single time flawlessly. GoPro 4, it goes through this deal every so often, and I cannot get it hooked up. So I don't know what this video looks like, because I've got my Removu wireless mic pack on the back of my GoPro, just so I get some good audio. It's been kind of windy out here. You'll see from my past videos I did on my GoPro 8. Good videos, audio quality is not so good. So I finally found my little mic for my Removu in my drone case, and so I'm back up and going with it. Anyway, we got up this morning, headed out in the Razor, probably woke half a camp up. One thing I'm going to have to remember to do is before I come on a vacation like this, I need to pull that radical exhaust off my Razor and go ahead and put my stock exhaust on. It's pretty irritating to people, and to be honest with you, after a long day of riding, I'm kind of getting sick of it too. It's cool going down to Crossbar Ranch or out to Little Sahara. I mean, I get all kinds of compliments on my exhaust system out there. But when you've been riding all stinking day long, and we're going up these shelf roads, so right on the edge of the shelf road, this exhaust is bouncing back at you the entire time, and it becomes not quite so cool. It's pretty loud. And then I was a little bit worried about rolling into Silverton with it. I didn't think about them having any kind of a noise ordinance on these UTVs. So far I haven't seen anything. I haven't been pulled over by the police there in Silverton or anything like that, but it's just been a concern of mine. Christine's coming out here. I think we're going to make us some blackberry cobbler on the lodge Dutch oven tonight. What did you do? Cut up that pineapple, baby co? Oh, awesome. So anyway, we got up this morning and headed over to over Cinnamon Pass. Went over Cinnamon Pass to American Basin and hit the trailhead for Mount Handies. And so we did the trail up Mount Handies, and man, it was a freaking wonderful time. It was hard. We are both wiped out. We're done for the day. We're gonna make us some blackberry cobbler later, weather permitting. And but it was a beautiful hike. Lots of wildflowers out this year. God, they were absolutely gorgeous. And long hike. It took us 5 hours to summit and come back. It was Christine's first 14er, my second. She actually did better than I did, considering she grew up at sea level most of her life. Boy, I tell you what, I get wore out whenever I get up to that altitude and I'm working. It sucks the life out of my lungs, and something I've always struggled with since I was a kid. I have no wind whatsoever. I can lift all I want to, but when it comes down to having my wind, it's terrible. And I run down in Oklahoma, I run 3 or 4 times a week, no problems. But you get up here and it's a different story. Christine, you know, she works hard at work, but she doesn't get out there and run or anything. And she did better than I did, considering she grew up at sea level most of her life. Altitude hasn't bothered her at all. She's stayed hydrated and done really good. And going up the mountain, she was smoking me. I mean, I was struggling. Don't you laugh, baby co. I see you over there. But she was smoking me. I just had to let her go on, and she'd hike up ahead of me, and then she'd wait for me to catch up and take a rest. And we were talking about in the Philippines, it's the monkey and the hare, or the monkey and the turtle, and here in the States, it's the hare and the tortoise. But I was telling her, I was like, hey, this is this is the race here. I'll be slow and steady. I'm gonna be the tortoise. You can be the hare if you want to, or the monkey, but I'm not gonna go fast. So we ended up summiting. Great time. I mean, beautiful views from up there. I mean, it was absolutely gorgeous. A little chilly and windy. I didn't get to fly the drone or anything on this hiking trip that I wanted to. But then on the way down, that's where I kind of beat her. She got a little scared on the loose rock and this, that, and the other. Well, I do pretty good on, being a whole 5'7" and all that kind of stuff. I'm as sure-footed as a mountain goat most of the time, and I even had my old, I don't know what brand are these. Oh, my Merrill hiking boots. Man, they are done for. If I don't find some shoe goo or some Gorilla Glue in town tomorrow, my hiking's probably pretty much over. My boots have seen their better days, and I'll show you all a video of that here in a little bit. But yeah, I was on a blowout on one boot, has a near blowout on the other boot, but I made it back down the mountain just fine, and did just fine on the loose stuff and all that. The only other 14er I've ever done in my life was Mount Sniffles, and that was probably about 3 or 4 years ago. And it was up in this San Juan Mountain area. And it was a shorter hike, more technical, but it was a shorter hike and just didn't wear me out like this one did. This one was a little bit longer hike. For you mountain climbers and hikers, and you guys do this all the time, yeah, you can call me a puss, I am. But I'll tell you what, for this old fat Oklahoma boy, Handies wore me out worse. I think just because it was a longer hike. So anyway, it was a good day. We went up the mountain, came back down. Nobody got injured, nobody got hurt. We ran into this 80-year-old man when we were coming back down the mountain. He was on his way back up. And of course, I had to stop and talk to him, because I'm friendly like that. And I sat and chatted with him for a second. And I was like, boy, you know what? I said, I hope when I'm your age, I'm up here doing this same thing. And he started laughing, and I said, how old are you anyway? And I said, I'm not trying to be rude or anything. And he goes, I'm 80 this year. He goes, I did this hike at 79 last year, went all the way to the summit. He goes, I'm gonna see how far I can get today. And he was by himself. He didn't have anybody with him. I'd have never done that. So he was gonna go up the summit at 80 years old. Here I am at 51, and I was freaking suffering. But you know what? He gave me some words of wisdom right there. He told me, he goes, just don't ever give up. He goes, no matter how old you get, don't give up. Don't stop. He goes, when you stop, you'll die. And he's absolutely right. So I told Christine on the rest of the way back down the mountain, I was like, you know what? I said, you're going to have to be that one that kicks me in the butt and tells me don't quit, don't stop. You got to keep going. Because I want to be doing that kind of stuff in the Philippines whenever I'm 80 years old. I don't want to be some old man in some nursing home or whatever, somebody having to wipe my ass or whatever. I want to be out there climbing mountains. That's exactly what I want to do. So anyway, it was a good day. I think we got our issues with the Razor fixed. Fuel pump seemed to be the issue. I've gone up, we went up California, Pass and Hurricane Pass yesterday and went tooling around, and then went back up Cinnamon Pass today. They're all those pass roads are up around 13,000 feet, just shy of it, and Razor did great. After today, I kind of learned a lesson. I think what I did was I was trying to push that Razor too hard. And yeah, maybe it can do it, I don't know, but I was probably trying to run too fast up Engineer Pass that first day. After hiking a 14er today, I realized, you know what, that Razor was hurting for some air, just like I was today, and I'm trying to push it too hard. So maybe that was the issue that caused the fuel pump to go out. I'm not real sure. It could just be a problem with Polaris and their fuel pumps. Like I was telling you in a prior video, they've got a problem with some of them in some of your models. So we'll see how the rest of this trip goes. We got some planned. Tomorrow we're just gonna relax. Okay folks, so weather was permitting, and we're gonna go ahead and make up some blackberry cobbler. Christine, my guapa wife, Asawako, she's mixing up the sugar and the blackberries right now. So we're gonna let these kind of stew for a minute, and then I'm going to start putting the dough. I've already got my Dutch oven good and buttered up and everything, and we've got our charcoal going and ready to go in the chimney. I had to buy this sucker at Walmart. Where did we buy this? Oh, in Montrose, right? Yeah, Montrose. Because I left my other one, my Weber one, at the house. Always forgetting something whenever you go on a camping trip. That's always the case.
Yep.
So anyway, we've got our Pillsbury pie crust. Yeah, I'm gonna cheat. I don't give a crap what you think about it. But we're camping. We're out here in the middle of nowhere. We barely have electricity. So, yeah. So anyway, we're gonna do this deal. Hopefully I can get y'all a good video of this. Alright, so I got my pie crust here. And this is my first time making this, y'all, so don't judge me. It doesn't matter if it comes out all crappy. It's still going to be blackberries with pie crust. And then we'll heat it up, throw some vanilla ice cream, which blew up in the in the camper on the way here because of the altitude change. So anyway, but it's still good. Oh yeah, baby, I think these pie crusts are gonna work fine.
Well, I told you.
I know, you tell me everything right. Okay, so we're gonna put this bottom one down here. Some people don't do this bottom pie crust when they do their Dutch oven blackberry cobblers. I'm gonna do it. And don't think I'm inventing the wheel here, because I'm not. I watched some other YouTube videos. But this is gonna be redneck and panay version of this. And we don't care because nobody else is gonna eat it. We are. I don't know. I don't think I need some of these other ones, baby.
Well, you're gonna need one at least. The top for the top.
Yeah, for the top. But look at this. It kind of fits in there real good.
Yeah, no, but you need one for the top, so you don't have to open the other one. That's perfect.
Yeah, I think we're good. All right, so we're gonna let our blackberries and sugar mix, and they're gonna kind of melt and mesh together and get all juicy.
those anyway, the sugar is going to bring out all the juices in that blackberry. And then once it gets ready, or fire gets ready, we'll be back on here in just a minute. So people, this is what I was talking about earlier about my boots. These Merrell boots have been freaking awesome. I love them. They're comfortable. But after several years out on the shooting range, hiking, I mean, I'm losing rubber on these things. And this is what happened to me at Handies. This whole freaking thing started flopping on me, which ain't good. When you're 14,000 feet up in the mountain, I already had a problem with this one. This one here sprung a leak on me. It was separating. So, if I don't find me some shoe goo or something, here, look, Christine's gonna do this Filipino way. It's going, baby. It's going. You just can't see it yet. All right. But if I don't find me some shoe goo or some Gorilla Glue or something, my hiking is over for this trip. All right, we'll be back here in a minute. Okay, so we got our blackberries nice and caramelized. The juice is flowing here. So we're about ready to dump them. Christine's been working on the fire. She's been doing her Philippine magic on it. You know, y'all might sit here and laugh at that, but I'll tell you what, the Filipinos know how to start a fire. And they know how, that's how they cook almost every day. They gotta find dry wood. So, anyway, let's get back to our blackberry cobbler. I'll give y'all some more history lesson on the Philippines later. All right, so we're ready to dump it into our crust here. Our bottom crust. We're gonna get all this sugar and juices out of there. I'm gonna lay it on there like so. And we're just gonna try to fold this in. All the way around. Okay, I'm gonna try to push it back up here just a little bit. Make it look nice and pretty. Because I'm from the South. And I like a good crust in my cobbler. Take a little knife and we're going to give it some air pockets here. And if this ain't like your grandma made it, that's fine. I'm just an old redneck here out here in Silverton, trying to make me a little blackberry cobbler. And I think we're gonna do just fine. Okay, now I'm gonna put a little butter around some of these holes. Put the lid on the Dutch oven. Okay, now I'm gonna throw some of these coals up on top. Now, a lot of these guys on YouTube, they use the briquettes and they tell you to make this ring and all this kind of stuff. And they still end up having some burnt crust on the bottom because they'll set their Dutch oven almost on top of it. I don't necessarily like that idea. I may be finding out the hard way here if that is the right way or not. And then they'll say, well, you got to keep your oven temp at 350, all that kind of stuff. Ooh, boy, it's hot. apostle, all that good stuff. Anyway, what I'm gonna do here is I've got my trivet, and I'm gonna set mine a little bit higher off the fire than most of these guys do, because I don't want to burn my beautiful crust on the bottom. So I'm gonna set my homemade trivet here that I made for rice cooking, and then we're gonna put this up a little bit higher, and we're gonna let her cook, see how long it takes us. Of course, I'm gonna check this every so often, probably about every 15 minutes, and just to make sure we ain't burning, make sure that those blackberries are boiling out of those holes, and we'll be good. All right. All right, folks. I think we about got her done. We got our blackberry cobbler. Nice and crusty up there. Ooh, yeah. We had a little fire issue. We had some fire issues up here in this elevation. It just wasn't working. So we used a crap ton of freaking charcoal, but we got it working. So anyway, you can see the blackberries are bubbling. It's definitely done. It might be a tad bit doughy, but we'll live with it. All right, here's our first deal of Lodge cast iron blackberry cobbler out at camp.